So the other night I was lying here on my bed and I had an aha moment. How it came about was recently my parents asked me to reupholster this chair for them. They don't really need another chair, and the chair didn't really need to be reupholstered, but they wanted me to do it. Now, I don't really have any expertise in reupholstery. I know how to sew a little bit, like sew, alter my clothing and stuff like that. But I guess they thought because I could sew, that meant I could upholster things. So they kept asking me, and I would just be like, "Yeah, I'll look at it," and then I never would, and hope they would just kind of let it go. But they didn't. And then eventually, my brother messaged me and was like, "Chase, you gotta reupholster this chair. They really want you to do it, Dad especially. And they've been doing all this stuff working on your car, so you owe it to them." So I thought to myself, yeah, I probably should. They have done a lot. And I went and I looked at the chair, and it wasn't anything I could do. So I went and took it to an upholsterer. I paid to have it done. Um, and then my parents found out, and they were upset. They were like, "We didn't want you to do that. We didn't want you to spend your money. We wanted you to do it. That's not what we wanted. You never want to do anything for us, yada, yada, yada." And I mean, they weren't like angry, but I didn't want, when they were saying all this, I would have rather just got up and walked out of the room, but it's your parents. You have to sit there and listen to them. I came home that night and I'm laying here in bed, and all this resentment was building up in me, and I was wondering why. Why is this happening? Why do I feel this way? Why did I not want to reupholster that chair for them? And then it hit me. My entire life, my parents have been asking me to do things that they never asked either one of my siblings to do. My siblings always were involved in sports growing up, so it wasn't like they could ask my brother or my sister to go play some sport for them. But I was musically inclined, so they always asked me to play the piano for them or for other people. Like when family was in town, it was always like, "Chase, go play the piano. Your aunt's here. She wants to hear your new piece, yada, yada, yada. Or play for your granny. You know how much she loves it." So I was always being put on display, and then that sucked because I was the only one who played the piano, so I was the only one who was ever participating. It was just a bunch of people standing around looking at me. And then also, I was made to feel bad when I didn't want to do it. They were, "Why don't you want to do it? Oh, wait, I pay all this money for you to take piano lessons and you never play for me." And so that I didn't realize, but that has really affected me. And whenever my parents ask me to do something, I harbor a lot of resentment in doing it. And the chair, that story is what made me realize it. So don't think that just because stuff happens in your childhood that it gets left there. I know in psychology they make a real point of saying things that happen in your childhood actually do affect your adult life, but I don't know if a lot of people believe that. I didn't necessarily believe that until I had this moment, and I was like, wow, I'm still that 11-year-old kid who gets upset and angry when his parents ask him to do things that they don't ask anyone else to do. So I'm getting over it. The chair's still being upholstered, and I'm happy I didn't have to do it because it would have turned out like shit anyway. So just realize if you have some reaction towards something and it's negative and you can't quite figure out why, there's probably a reason why. You just have to figure it out. Okay, bye.